Alright. Trying to figure out how to make this look good. Give me a bit. Look up Lobotomy Corporation, but I kind of know what I'm doing. I have 2 viewers right now. What the crap? Why? Literally. Okay, what does this look like for you? Because it shows it as different for me. I'm talking to whoever the. Oh, wait, I don't have 2 viewers. Never mind. I thought I was talking to the 2 viewers that were here. Oh, that didn't work at all. Control C. Alright. Fine. Alright, how does it look? Okay. So it looks like it could stand to be a little bit down. Alright. Who's currently watching this? Whoever you are, does it look fine? I've got my brother in the room, currently trying to figure out how to make this not look like garbage. Does it look okay? It doesn't look like it looks okay. I don't know. Whatever. This is what's happening. It's windowed on my screen as well, so it doesn't necessarily look the best. Alright, starting this out. Don't be playing that in the background. That's going to trip me up. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit of this game. So this is a game that didn't get nearly as much attention as it should have when it first released. It's highly based off of like SCP stuff. And there's these abnormalities, and you're pretty much trying to generate energy and stuff. The first day you always get this abnormality. It feeds on the evil that surfaces during conversations between people. And I know a little bit about how this game works, because I played it a little bit, because I was going to stream this like the day I got it. It took forever to download, and then I had to put it off because I was doing a bunch of different stuff for school. I would have like 5 minutes here and there to play it, and so now I know more about what I'm doing. Hello X, welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. Even though I'm an AI, feel free to talk to me. I was going to record this as well. Alright, dope. I forgot that. Okay, so the actual video is not going to have that beginning part. Have you ever seen an AI with such a cool name? Sorry people who are watching the video, I forgot that I was doing that. I am created from one of the wings of the world. That means I'm one of the best. By the way, forgive this game. It was originally in like some other language. I want to say Korean, but I'm not 100% positive. So and there's like one dude in charge of translations for the game, and so I feel kind of bad for him. I know what you were thinking. You're thinking that I look too human to be an AI, aren't you? But there is a big difference. I am bound here. I can't go anywhere I want like you do. I can open a door, prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I can't go outside to enjoy the sun or breeze. Well, as you see, my hair color is that of the morning sky after the rain. My voice is that of the wisest person in the world, and my face is that of the person with the most beautiful smile. Haha, it was a joke. There is no such person in real life. My appearance has been made to be as attractive to as many people as possible. If you feel attracted to me, I am working as intended. Well, AIs are far more efficient than humans when multitasking. I am the best in most areas. I can do the work of several dozen people at once. I am sure that many people have lost their job because of me, and I feel sorry for them. Enough for the introduction. Do you have anything that you want to know? About the company. Not bad for a question. Let me put it this way. The energy consumption rate is ever increasing as technologies advance. Conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world anymore. In search of solutions, we stumbled upon mysterious beings dubbed as abnormalities, and figured out that we could harvest energy from these beings using a special method. We isolate them in a controlled environment and harvest energy from them. It was misspelled, by the way, but don't mind that. The company became one of the wings of the world for this discovery. Once you're assigned as a manager, you can access the information about the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings to be successful as a manager. It's empty for now. It's your subordinate's job to fill it with data, and you have joined the company at an opportune moment. Lobotomy is looking for ways to improve its harvest process. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there has been a new update just before you came. That means working conditions have improved than those of your predecessors. Think of it as my welcome gift. I hope you'd do well. I was about to mention you don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Manager, I think you should meet other AIs. Lobotomy is a huge corporation and there are many AIs working in different departments. If I'm the cerebrum, they're the cerebellums. Naturally, I am your most trusted AI. Shall we meet them now? Rushed footsteps from behind. Manager. My apologies, I am 1 minute late. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Now, we don't need your theatrics, Malkuth. Please be punctual. Go prepare for the meeting. Angela is not in a good mood today. By the way, you can look at this to see who's talking. I realize that it doesn't have them both on screen. Sapphira's are looking forward to meet you. Well, maybe not all of them. Where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I am in charge of the control team. Lots of responsibilities, really. I will try my best to help you enhance the performance of this facility. I am sure that you're nervous now. It will take some time for you to get used to things around here. But don't worry, I will help you. I used to be a problem, Sapphira, you know. I once sewed the buttons of a shirt in the wrong direction or added salt instead of sugar to some food, but that was a long time ago, and now I am good. I will give you an easy task as it's your first day here. Best of luck. Knocking. I can't take it anymore. Are you the new manager? I want to get out of here. Please, I know you can fire me. Please, I beg you. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working in the control team? I am enjoying my work. I can't take it anymore. I will go insane. Nothing here is normal. I think that you are the perfect person for the job. I don't want to be here. I don't want to die. I'm sorry for this nonsense. That employee is one of mine. Let me take care of this, please. Yeah, sure. Go take care of it. I will not disappoint you. Please do not be alarmed. These things happen often. Ah, it's your first time. Usually Angela or I handle this kind of situation. It's just a hiccup. Nothing to worry about. No, please, no. Yeah, the mission is complete abnormality work 3 times. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Expand the control team. Now, I can't really click over to the stream because this game locks my mouse. Alright, default employee, here we go. You get 2 lobotomy points. I could either spend it hiring more employees, or I could just make this one better. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Those 2 skills are a good thing to have. Alright, so this is my employee, Ryuki, and this is the first abnormality. This is always the first abnormality that you have, and this is a really easy abnormality. It's difficult to actually fail at this one. And since I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna... Okay, so there is an option to fast forward time, but you don't unlock that until you complete a mission. So I've got to deal with this in normal speed for now. Alright. So you have 4 different work options you can choose with each abnormality, and they each react to a different one with a different, reaction. And you want to get these boxes high and these boxes not high, pretty much. You gain energy for each one of these boxes. You need to hit a certain amount of energy. Yeah. And so I got 8. The maximum was 10, but I got 8. And now I can spend these on different things. The abnormality restores the employee's SP when the work result is good. Noah, who was on the receiving end, commented that it felt refreshing. After perfectly producing PE boxes, it restored the SP of all employees in the department. That's the sanity points, by the way. in case you were wondering. So since it's the first day, it's super easy. I'm literally already halfway done. I'm going to do it a little bit more than I need to because you get stat ups on employees for doing work a bunch of times. And also I just want to figure out everything about the abnormality by technicality. I know everything about it, like in my head, but by the game, I need to unlock everything using the points. Yeah, this will go much faster when I unlock the ability to speed through time. Yeah, and he's doing white damage, which is sanity damage, and I don't get a health bar yet because that's something that you get later in the game. Pretty much, there's a bunch of features in this game that you unlock as you do missions. Okay, so that was a normal work result, which is fine because this guy doesn't do anything bad. Yeah. So this shows you for if you're a level 1 instinct worker, you get a common result. Level 2 instinct is common. 3, 4, and 5 are all low. Attachment is always high. Insight is high for levels 1 and 2, and then common for everything else. So there's, yeah, the instinct, insight, attachment, repression. Attachment works the best, which is why I'm doing it, but you can really do any work with this guy because he won't do anything bad. And this counter up here, by the way, every time I work with an abnormality, it goes up a bit. And right now it's leading to a meltdown. By the way, this word, pretty sure it's pronounced Cupoff. I can't highlight it with my mouse, but containment units will have the Cupoff meltdown. Don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. This right here, it's a question mark for me because I haven't unlocked the information, but that's the Cupoff counter. Each abnormality has a Cupoff counter. When it reaches 0, something bad happens. This guy doesn't have a Cupoff counter, so when I unlock that information, it'll just show an X. Okay, I've gotten all the energy I need, but I'm going to keep working with this guy because I want to unlock all his information. They all have ego suits and ego weapons, by the way. Like, don't know what ego stands for? And an ego gift. This has a low chance of just, like, happening. When I send someone into work, they can get this, and it has those effects. Yeah. So as soon as I do this, it's going to fill up the counter, and one containment unit will have a meltdown. It's going to be this guy because he's the only abnormality I have. Now, it's highly randomized which containment units have meltdowns. Let's see. It doesn't matter because all you have to do to stop the meltdown is do a work with that abnormality. It sucks for certain abnormalities later in the game, but this early in the game, like, this guy's not going to do anything even if I let it hit 0. But if the Cupoff counter goes down, like if I let it melt down, it'll get rid of some of my energy, which is annoying. Yeah, that was a good result. Basic information. It's called One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds. It's a Zayan class. If you know anything about, like, SCP, it has Safe, Euclid, and Keter. This game has 5 classes. Zayan, which is the easiest, followed by Teth, followed by HE, followed by, it's spelled W-A-W, but I actually just figured out how it's pronounced recently. It's pronounced Vav, because this game is translated interestingly. Yeah. He has a story. I'm just waiting to read it until it's completed. Yeah, go do work with him. So as soon as I enter the containment facility, this timer will go away. And it'll be like, okay, cool, he's not melting down anymore. Yeah, so it shows me his class here. Yeah. So when I played this game a little bit on my own rather, I skipped a lot of the stories of the different abnormalities, and I skipped a lot of the story of the actual game, because I figured if I'm gonna learn how to play the game, I should at least save the story for when I'm recording, which is what I'm doing. So you guys will get to see me learning the story. Okay, so now I know everything about this abnormality. He doesn't escape. Yeah, abnormality story. There's a lot. A silent abnormality that understands the conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross with a thorn of crowns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. While its appearance is bizarre, incidents of violence against employees by it has rarely been recorded. It feeds on the evil that surfaces during conversations between people. The assigned employee must confess their sins to it. Its feeding mechanism is still unknown. Experiment log. The sins have been cataloged in 3 levels. Level 1, a small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Level 2, sins that are more serious and only shared with the closest of friends. Level 3, sins that are so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone and are taken to the grave. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 1 sins. Energy production rate has been increased by 12%. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 2 sins. Energy production has been increased by 15%. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 3 sins. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it was seen even outside the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a company-wide power outage. The phenomena lasted for 2 hours. Redacted lost 6 years of their memory. The experiment was cancelled following this incident. The level of mental corruption of all employees in the department was greatly decreased. Ethics decree that all footage of those who participate in the experiment were to be kept sealed, but that the incident left us no choice but to review the footage in the containment unit. Redacted. This happened during Redacted at around 4 p.m. By the way, will this really work? Anyway, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to have ourselves dressed as forest animals. One of us decided to dress as a deer. It was a crude costume, one that could hardly be called a costume, to be honest. It was just a pair of clumsily made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Anyways, I don't know how our deer friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even realize he was missing maybe for an hour. We looked for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief at finally finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us, and that's when we heard it, the gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. We don't know where it came from, but when I came to my senses, I saw that his blood splattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one of us dressed up as an animal ever again. Observation log. Its eyes are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. I feel its gaze on me, and it is listening to me, and confessing to it lightens my heart. Afterwards, we investigated incidents during the period in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during a deer hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids, and witnesses say they heard the kid shout, "Run, Justin, run," right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of the town, and deer hunting was banned in the area. So yeah, it's got an interesting story there. So, yeah, I'm thinking that I'm just going to work with it a couple more times for sake of getting stat ups, and because I'd also like to get one of its weapons in its ego suit so that I have at least one employee that has that. Maybe I'll only work with it like once, because if I were playing this by myself, I would just keep working on it to get stat ups and stuff, because there's no events that can happen except for meltdowns. So this is probably the safest day to just get this employee's stats to like max. But we're just gonna. Ooh, that was a perfect. Okay, so we're just gonna go full screw it mode on this one. Complete the day. They got a stat up. They got mini stat ups. They didn't actually increase in stat. Go to the next thing. And then these things happen. I'm fairly confident this is the game's loading screen. This is a record of the day we must never forget. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. But the curse continues, never removed. Okay, so from playing this on my own, I know what these two are. This one is a Zayn class, this one is a Teth class. I don't remember what this one is. I think I might know what it is, but I'm not positive on what it is. I'm going to go for this one, because I know it's a Teth class, and I think that's the highest class I can get at this point. And since I played the game, I figured I'm going to challenge myself. Face the fear, build the future. It's the motto of the founder, whom we call A. By the way, what is my recording at? 15 minutes. Cool. I'll just keep going. Which part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future, because I don't like facing fear. The future is inevitable but undecided. One could just give in the future, or shape it with a purpose. Lobotomy is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we've discovered are such an... excuse my lack of vocabulary. It is remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. We're changing the future. There was some confusion last time. I am in charge of the security of your office, but I forgot to pay attention to the meeting room. The employee who made a fuss yesterday resigned. Good job. You know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I take it as a no? Then it's my fault. Let me explain. Apparently, some aspects of the company may shock you. We have a variety of roles here. Like a well-oiled machine, everyone has their role, and they must do their part without errors. Now imagine one of the gears wears out faster than others. It's obvious that the gear would grind down the other gears it is connected to, and so on. It would be wise to replace such a gear before it grinds the machine to a halt. That is what we say resign. Excellent, you did what I asked for. I knew I could count on you. Well, to tell you the truth, I was a little worried about you at first. Oh, how was my day? It was alright. We had an emergency protocol drill. No one was injured or died. Everybody did a good job. Not that the team is perfect, though. By the way, have you seen them? Some entities that are creepier than the abnormalities? I sometimes sense them in the corridors when I'm alone. The drills do good when you see them. We know nothing about them. No matter how meticulous the plan is, it can't control the unknown. I don't know. I am not afraid of them. I feel something different, it's a strange feeling, something nauseatic, something alien. What can I say? Something wriggling inside me, little by little. Alright. Progress the control team because that's all I can progress. Alright, this is another loading screen. Alright, so I'm definitely picking this one just for the sake of the video. So every time you complete a mission, it lets you pick an advantage from that team. This one is the thing that lets me skip time forward. So I would hire another employee, but I think I'm just going to upgrade this one because it's nice to have a higher level employee, and also I know what this abnormality is. So yeah, I also got a weapon, so I'll give you the weapon. You're not going to need it. This abnormality can't escape. Well, it can kind of escape. Make your sounds. Alright, this abnormality does make sound, I assure you. But I actually do know what to do with it. It is a 10th class, and yeah. The reason I upgraded her sanity was because of the fact that this thing does white damage, and I have actually had this in previous playthroughs make a worker go insane. Not sure why my work is doing so poorly. It should not be doing this poorly. I chose the correct thing. I assure you I actually do know what I'm doing with this abnormality. Yeah, so we might have a containment breach. Well, not with this one. But I'm fairly confident that that's going to be a containment breach at some point. Its Q-Puff counter is 4, so if I get a bad result 4 times, it's probably going to escape. Yeah. The more high the fortitude level employees, the lower success rate for its work. It is considered that violence is increased rapidly due to it. When the work result was normal, the Q-Puff counter was reduced to the normal probability. So if you get a normal work result, it has a chance of increasing. Alright, yeah, your sanity was... Okay, it's making it sounds. That gunfire and stuff is its sound. Gonna fast forward. I forgot that I had unlocked that. Waiting for sanity to go up. Alright. Go try again. Do better this time, hopefully. Yeah. See, I'm doing better. I've already surpassed what I did last time. Yeah, I just got really unlucky that first time, I guess. Okay, that's a normal work result, so it's possible that his Q-Puff counter just went down, but I don't know. When the work result was bad, Q-Puff counter was reduced with a high probability. When employee Pussy panics during work, the Q-Puff counter was reduced. When the work result is good, the Q-Puff counter has increased. Turn off the heater. When all E-boxes were produced as PE boxes, Q-Puff counter was raised by 2 levels. Surveillance detected white noises came from around the facility, so pretty much the staticky thing that makes people panic goes to different hallways randomly in the facility when its Q-Puff counter reaches 0. The number of sections with the noise steadily increased. Yeah, it just keeps spreading. This texture spreads to the random hallways, and anybody in the hallway starts taking sanity damage. Since this is a higher level abnormality, it will give me more energy than one sin. This actually is a good example, though. I did say that all of the things have an ego suit and an ego weapon. This one doesn't have an ego weapon. It does have an ego suit, but it doesn't have an ego weapon. Alright. So I already know all this information, I'm just getting it to raise the observation level. So this guy's actually really good, by the way, as well, which is part of the reason I chose him. Because Justice, which is the stat that gets raised by doing repression, is the most expensive stat to upgrade with lobotomy points. He's having a cube off meltdown, whatever, that's fine. It costs like 3 times as much as the other stats to just upgrade, so it's really only plausible to stat up it by working with abnormalities. Why did that do so bad? Go fix this guy. Get there fast. 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that counted as good. Yeah, I got 3 here. That was not ideal. So I could end the day here, but I do like to figure out everything about the newest abnormality that I have, if at all possible. Just gonna wait for her to heal. What's my recording at? It's at like 23 minutes. After I end this day of work and choose the next abnormality, I'll end the first recording. I'm gonna keep streaming, but I'll end the first recording and start a new one. Yeah, okay. Go repress it, and don't suck this time. Because willing to bet that its keep off counter is at 1. So yeah, and since this employee's stats are not high enough to continually get a good work result, if I don't get a good, if its keep off counter lowers, then I'm gonna pause, because there's a chance that its keep off counter goes down from that. Please don't do your thing. I don't think it's doing its thing, but I can't see its keep off counter, so I'm not positive. Alright, go back in there. I want to figure out everything about this abnormality and read its story before I end this first do this day. So as opposed to what I did when I was playing by myself, which is hired the max number of employees every day before using the points to upgrade, I think I'm going to try to keep it minimally staffed. Because that means that the concentration of the... Oh, it did its thing. Alright. So people in this hallway will take sanity damage. And I can't deal with that really, so I'm just going to have to end the day. Unfortunately. She got a temperance level up. Not a justice level up. Justice mini stat ups, but the so that time that she worked with one sim to make his cube off counter not go insane, actually leveled her up in that. Alright. Day 3. People have been committing sins from a long time ago. Why do they commit such a thing, even when they know it's bad? I don't know what this is. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. I do know what this is. This is good. Good day today. Are you still shy today? This abnormality requires a lot of attention. I know what it is. It requires like a lot of focus to do it properly. So I think I'm going to go with this one, because I actually don't know what it is. Hello, manager. It's your 3rd day working here. 3 is a mysterious number. Powerful beings in fables often grant others 3 wishes. Well, I'm not a mage or a billionaire to grant you wishes, but I know what your predecessors wanted. All of them seek a sort of growth, leading the company to prosperity, achieving spiritual maturity, you name it. They all wanted to branch out to somewhere. How about you? Prosperity, I'm gonna be honest here. Your future is defined by what you do now. And now you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In Lobotomy, you can see things that can't be seen, feel things that can't be felt, and do impossible things. Your wish will be granted. Perhaps you could be the best manager I have ever seen. So, did their wish come true? Well, I guess what happened to others isn't important to you. I will support you to reach your goal. Progress the control team. And I'm thinking I hire a new employee and give them a couple stat-ups in order to deal with this new abnormality because I don't know what it is. This one's listed as unknown because I didn't get the basic information about it. Alright, so using all 4 of my lobotomy points to get an employee, which is just basically good. And before I end the first recording, I'll go check it out. It looks like a bird. It's got a branch that it's sitting on, and it looks like it's got blood on it. That's fun. Alright, so let's end this first recording and then just start a new one. Alright guys, welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation, episode 2. If you're still watching the stream, because the stream is just me doing a bunch of it all at once, yeah, nothing changed for you guys. Alright, so I am going to finish. Actually, I'll just finish that later. I do want to check what this is. So what would be good for this? Do you want to act on instinct? Do you want to try to figure out what it is? Do you want to try to make friends with it? Or do you want to try to beat it up? Sure, we'll try to make friends with the bird. Let's see what happens with this bloody little bird thing. All my employees have really low movement speed, so even in times 2 speed, they like meander. Alright, so with this abnormality, I'm kind of expecting to get bad results. I'm surprised this is doing so well, because like I said, I don't know what it is, I don't know how to deal with it. Okay, I got a good result. Let's get some tips, see how to deal with it. When an employee enters a containment room when an employee enters a containment room in another abnormality, its keep-off counter goes down with the normal probability. When Anthony employee falls into a panic, its keep-off counter has decreased. It returned to the containment unit after a panicky employee became normal or after a certain period of time after the escape. So it can escape, but when it escapes, it'll come back, which is nice because some of the abnormalities in this game can escape and then you have to kill them and go back. Well, kill them isn't enough words. Go back, work on it again. I need to figure out what's going on with this. My little brother's in the room and he's making little comments. I'm sure you can't hear him, but if you could, and if you've played this game, you'll know what his comments are about. Okay, so it worked really well the first time, and now it's just working very poorly. Okay, I'm pausing the game because I want to read its next bit. Order union employees to take control of birds. When the employee tries to attack, then the central part of it is broken and data redacted. After that, union employee's death confirmed. Failure to suppress. Oh, so when it escapes, don't attack it. Okay. Like I said, this game's really poorly translated. But it seems like it's... No, you stay down here. So it seems like... Oh, actually, you took a lot of red damage. You can go up and heal. The other person can come down and check it out. Okay, so it does do red damage. Okay, so let me explain. There's 4 types of damage in this game. There's red damage, which is like physical damage, like if I were to scratch you. There's white damage, which is sanity damage, which a lot of things in this do. There's black damage, which is a combination of both of them. And then there's pale damage, and I don't know how to explain that, but it does a lot of damage. And I've never seen an employee not get one shot by pale damage. Alright. So... Alright, that's common. Common. Okay, so pretty much no matter what work I do with it, it seems currently like it's just gonna... Work success rate high. Okay, I'm down. Yeah. And when I enter this room, it's going to start a cube-off meltdown. It's on the bird. Alright. That's fine. The cube-off, this meltdown counter doesn't go down while you're in the room. So, just as soon as I finish this work, I want to get another employee over here. So a lot of abnormalities in this game, actually, will, when you get like a normal result or a bad result, the cube-off counter will go down. This one seems to only have the cube-off counter go down if you get like if an employee panics or if you work with another abnormality. It seems like, from the cost of its things and from what it's doing, it seems like it's a Teth class. Which means I'm not too worried about it for later, but for right now it is kind of the most dangerous class I can possibly deal with. I don't know why, though it says the work result is going to be high, and then it does this nonsense to me. Okay, so Insight is the best. So Insight, this person has level 3 Insight. So ideally this is actually going to have a good result. Yeah. Do good. I want to learn, like, at least this abnormality's net. Why? Why is this doing so badly? It's like this abnormality just doesn't want to work. Okay, I have to go do another work with it to even get basic information. Work result high. Sure, go. There's a bunch of abnormalities in this game that like seem a lot easier to deal with than they actually are. And like there are abnormalities where if you have two specific abnormalities, they interact. So this very well might be an easy abnormality right now, but actually there's something hanging over here. Okay, they're not important. Anyway, so this abnormality might interact poorly with something else. Punishing bird. It is Teth. Hey, it actually has, its ego weapon is a gun, which is really nice, because ranged weapons are really nice to have in this game. Okay, I'll read its story when I unlock its escape information, because then I'll actually have the whole story. So day 3 work is complete, but I am going to go work with the day you must never forget abnormality, because I do want to unlock its information, and also stat ups. Cube-off counter is 4. How does its cube-off counter go up? It doesn't have a way to make its thing go up. So when it escapes, it takes 2 times damage from everything, which would make it seem like it's really easy to suppress again, but it says that when they try to take control of it, it kills them, which is not ideal. What's its story? A little confident bird that punishes the weak, the sinners, and other profane ones. Some employees stated that it looks fairly cute after seeing its small wings flapping. And people have been committing sins from a long time ago. Why do they commit such a thing even when they know it is bad? A little bird wondered. It must be because they don't have someone that punishes bad people. Foul things will never happen if I take that role myself. A little bird moved out of the forest it had been living in for a lifetime and never went back. Pretty much just punishes people for doing bad things. Okay, cool. As soon as this employee enters the containment room over here, a meltdown's it's like 1 sin. You can go take care of that. This other employee. Yeah. I want to finish this guy's information. Okay, you got a good work result. That's nice. Basic information. Its actual name is 1.76 megahertz. It is a test class and it does white damage. Its ego suit, I can only have one. Not even that good. Yeah. So this, I can get his ego suit, which is nice. And I know what its cube-off counter is at all times now, so I know when to stop messing with it. It's currently at 4. Now it's at 3 because I got a normal work result. Escape information. Yeah, it doesn't count as escaping, but technically it does because its effect spreads everywhere. A phenomenon abnormality that has no visible form. It was discovered when employees started I am going to not zoom in on you because you make your own sounds. So instead, I'm just gonna. Alright. They all suffered specific hallucinations and other mental corruption, and their mental corruption increased. After setting the radio frequency to 1.76 megahertz, we waited. After 12 minutes, a mysterious voice was heard, accompanied by static. It was hard to understand, but it seemed to be in distress and asking for help. After 17 minutes, the voice stopped, and 3 loud explosions were heard, followed by 2 smaller explosions. It can be assumed that the situation was chaotic, based on the levels of various screaming. After 23 minutes, all sounds went silent. After 25 minutes, the radio started emitting smoke. We thought the machine was broken, but no fault could be found. After 30 minutes, everyone inside the area was filled with rage and started exhibiting a desire to attack each other and extreme aggression. After the incident, all the employees refused to seek counseling. It couldn't be forced since no one was hurt, and it is unknown what caused the rage. After there started to be unknown noises and hallucinations near the containment facility. This is a record of the day that we must never forget. It brings us to the chaotic place that has been forgotten by many, but must never be forgotten. Cool. Alright. So that's cool. I will finish the work for the day. Justice stat up. Dope. Go to the next day. Loading screen. Ooh, we get to pick another abnormality. Alright, satisfaction is only temporary. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machinery have found rest and became healthy again. Now everything will be just fine. I don't know what handicaps are. I like the idea that everything will be just fine. Are you proud of what you do here? If not, this news will change your mind. After your arrival, the energy output has increased by 13%. Dope. A 13% increase is a record-breaking figure. How do you feel? I'm proud of myself. Since you came, the company is doing better. That means you're doing your job. There will be only good news. A machine doesn't flatter easily. It's good to know that you're happy. I remember your face when you first came here. You were withdrawn, face all grim, and was alerted at my presence. It's okay for you to be happy now, and it's a special day today. See that glass of champagne? Let us toast. Oh, it's not someone's birthday or the company foundation day. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday, and many more will follow. I am helping you cope with it. They knew the risks from the beginning. The company grows on their sacrifices. I'm sure that they would feel proud of themselves in their dying breath. You should respect them. That is why we're toasting now. Cheers for the deceased to remember their noble sacrifices. Sure, let's drink the champagne. I'll give you some tips. To properly drink a glass of champagne, lightly hold the lower stem of the glass and savor the bubbles. Yes, just like that. You did your job perfectly again. I have a lot of work to do. My to-do list is always full, but I know I can do it. Just a little more push, and I am slower than others. I always check the list or I miss something important. That's why I have this notebook on me at all times. Well, it's almost worn out. It has been with me since I began working here in the control team. I know Angela worries about me sometimes, but I am totally in control. I think I was born for this job, you know? It would be fine if I'm not working for the control team as long as the job is similar. Malkuth, please finish the report I asked by today. Sure thing, boss. I have it on my list. I will turn in the report by today. Well, I should go now. It was a pleasure talking to you. The AIs here are unstable, except me. Malkuth is the worst. Haven't you noticed? I can't complain that she is easy to control, though. Alright. Progress the control team. What's my recording at? 13 minutes. Oh, we can do another day. Okay. So this one is really more helpful. So the other one that I could have chosen would have made it so that I have a little button to make all the employees return to the to their healing room, which isn't all that helpful really. And the other one lets me from different departments. When I unlock new departments, it'll be helpful. It lets me to have them do things across department. I'm thinking that I'm going to just stat up these employees. Because yeah, there's really no reason. I just decided that that's what I'm gonna do. Cool. Ego list. I've got a weapon. Oh, you can have the armor as well. Okay. Let's start. So for the record, I might need to reset this day. I don't know. So it's a time use. It's not a single use. Okay, interesting. This looks like a... Yeah, so there are artifacts in this game. You can see them by this. They don't produce energy, they just do something. Stop using. Let me stop using. Placing an employee inside the machine produces energy over time. So I'm gonna restart this day anyway, so I'm just gonna put the other employee in. Because I'm hoping to get another observation level so I can know more about it. Once the employee is inside the machine, the employee will take red damage, and the employees inside cannot leave and will eventually die. Okay. Did I already put... Alright, it saved that. So... Cannot leave. Interesting. So, I'm not going to put anybody in that. I want this ego weapon here. So, I'm just going to work with this. I'm thinking I'm going to use this person, and I'll have the other person work with the day we must never forget, because I want them justice stat ups. I think tomorrow I'll hire a couple level 1 employees to put in this. Because, yeah, I do want to figure out what it does, because I only figured out a little bit about it. Alright. Using the megahertz thing for the stat ups, doing the bird because I want its gun. Need to wait for the employee to heal though. Okay, go do it. How expensive? It's 30, and the suit is 25. The suit's okay. It's not too good. It's good for somebody in the control department because none of these things do black damage. Alright, meltdown is on bird. Alright. So, I need to work with the bird again. I'll just go send immediately. Go ahead. Work with the bird. Alright, I can get this guy's ego suit. It's not the best because it makes them weak to red damage. The suits all have strengths and weaknesses. Well, most of them. Some of the higher level ones don't really have weaknesses. But they all have strengths and weaknesses, so you have to carefully plot out how you choose to use them. Alright, he took some damage. I can get its gun. That's nice. Okay, we have all the energy we need. I'd like to get a little bit more in the way of stat ups. Potentially just like another gun in the thing. So yeah, keep off countdown in the bird again. Yeah, so the artifacts don't have stories, they just, you keep using them to learn what they do. So, I can send you back in right away. And over here, yeah. So currently my recording is chilling at just over 20 minutes, so when I finish this day, pick a new abnormality and read the story for the next day, I'll end the recording and start a new one. I'm still going to keep streaming, obviously, there's no reason for me to stop. Well, I don't have enough for the gun and I don't really feel like doing more work, so I'll just get this suit. Complete the day. Justice stat up, that's good. That's what we like to see. So I'll get to pick, actually I won't get to pick another abnormality. There's maximum of 4 of them per department, and my department's maxed out, and since I don't have any other departments, it won't have another room for them. The founder said this to me several times. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The company became great after repeated failures and difficulties. So will you. Every day in the company is a step towards greatness. How was your day? Of course it was fine, let's spare the pleasantries. Manager, how has your life been? It's been pretty okay, actually. Leading a normal life is an achievement of sort. You can always improve the quality of your life. It's a cheap metaphor, but a tree doesn't just grow anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and water. Most seeds end up on barren soil. For them, rooting and sprouting small leaves are a challenge full of pain. I can't provide you with water or light, but I will do my best to tend to the soil. Okay. Control team, progress. Like I said, I'm gonna hire a couple low-level employees to sacrifice to the artifact to figure out what it is. By that I mean 3 of them. Let's hire some employees. You guys are all gonna die. Enjoy that information. Ego list. You. Sure, I'll just give you the gun. And the ego suits. I'm not gonna have anybody wear this one because it makes them weak to red damage. You can wear the Teth suit though, down there. Okay, cool, start day. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just go down and start sacrificing these low-level employees to the thing. I regret nothing, you small employees. Your sacrifice is for the name of science. Yep.
I am here.
And also, this is producing energy. You guys are helping me progress. Ooh, I should end this recording.
What?
Oh, Joe, you're here. Your volume is really low.
I came on, said I am here, and you button. Also, so you guys are producing energy.
Alright, are you watching my stream?
me
All
a
right.
favor and try to connect to the Minecraft server?
I am going to up your user volume because you are really quiet. Talk again?
I am here.
Alright, it's still kind of quiet, but I can hear you.
I forgot. I need to update the Minecraft server.
Ouch. So I hired a bunch of low-level employees to sacrifice to this artifact so I can figure out what it is. Alright. The amount of energy produced will increase as time goes by. Well, I could have figured that out, game. It's obnoxious. Alright. Cool. Now I'm gonna go actually try to progress. How you doing, Joe?
I don't have enough space on my desktop to copy the server.
Oh no.
I have 3 gigabytes free on my computer. No, I have 146 gigabytes free. Wait. I'm confused.
By what?
Either way, I need to delete some recordings.
Alright. So, guys, in case you were wondering, I'm streaming through Discord, and I'm in a voice chat for Discord right now, and Joe joined.
Yeah.
That's all the explanation you get.
Alright, I'm gonna delete the Deltarune videos off of my computer since they're on my channel.
Of course, one sin would be the one melting down. Absolutely nothing happens when he melts down.
Oh.
He's probably the safest abnormality in the game. I forgot he makes that sound. Yeah. So I'm really close to completing what I need to complete for the day. I only have like a 60% death rate for today. I mean, it was intentional, but I like how my survival rate for the day is going to be 40%.
Oh no.
What?
The server comprises of more than 7,000 items.
Oh no.
The server is only about 7 gigabytes.
Alright, so I did everything I wanted to do for today, and I completed the work. So day work 5 work complete. Rank D. Survival rate 40%. Outstanding. Joe's about to get a wonderful glimpse at the bad translation of this game. Ooh, but I have to choose an abnormality
Actually,
first.
I'm not because I can't see your thing right now.
But I'm also going to read
I'm
it.
trying to update the server. Okay.
Okay, so I have to pick an abnormality. This one says, but what's really pitiful is those of you dying in the hands of the likes of me. This one says, you see a singing in front of your eyes, it is very splendid, and it approaches you. Shut up.
Why are you being mean to Josh?
My Amazon Echo just yelled at me.
Oh, I thought that was Josh, and you were yelling at him.
And this one has in really big letters, please eat my dreams. 1, 2, or 3, Joe?
4.
I don't know what any of these ones are. Little brother next to me is telling me to pick 3, so I'm gonna pick 3. Alright. As you know, there are a lot of employees working for the company. Most of them want to know more about you. Some will show initiative and approach you first. It's funny, knowing you in person doesn't improve the odds. There are no regulations that prevent you from interacting with them in person. It seems the one who made the rules didn't consider situations like this. It is a good opportunity for you to show them that you care. Words travel faster than you might think. I am not going to stop someone from reaching you, but you don't have to do everything they want. Just thank them for their effort.
Blowing out your mic.
What?
But yeah, I'm listening. You just keep popping on your mic.
And tell them you wish they would keep up the good work. That's a win-win, don't you think? Are you following me? What we need is a gesture of goodwill, nothing more. Don't go overboard. Give them a vending machine and they will demand a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. That was actually a really well translated one, and now I feel as though I'm a liar. Unlocking the information team.
Could you open up Minecraft and try to get to the server?
What?
Could you try to connect to the Minecraft server?
I mean, I could, but I'm streaming right now.
Yeah, but aren't you like screen capping the game that you're currently on?
Fine. I'll go check it out.
I just need to see whether or not actually other people other than me can join the server.
Alright. Let me check OBS to check whether it's going to start streaming Minecraft. It was going to try. Alright. So, for those of you watching my stream right now, I'm currently trying to help Joe.
He's doing me a favor.
Alright, now it's requiring that it update Minecraft. So I'm going to click back and play in this game a little bit more.
Okay.
Alright. Hiring a new employee with good stats. Because I need them to deal with this new team and this unknown abnormality. I'm thinking I'm going to swap them out for this employee because I want a more powerful employee dealing with the new thing. Sanchez, you can have a gun. Actually, no, I'm not giving you a gun. I don't trust you. Yes, if they die, they lose the weapon, Josh. I mean, you can get the weapon back, but like, yeah, you have to get it again. It's a creepy looking sheep. Alright. Interesting. I want to be friends with the sheep. Let's try to be friends with the sheep. I think I might have coincidentally picked the... Oh, it does do black damage. That is bad. But I can coincidentally pick the right thing to do. Tips. And when an employee with under temperance level 2 fell asleep after finishing the work and never woke up. Well, luckily, I have an employee with temperance level more than 2. When the work result was bad, the coop-off counter has decreased. When escaped, its light puts every employee who are exposed to it asleep. They woke up when the manager shook them. I'm assuming that means when I click on them or something. It returned to its containment unit after a while. Okay, so if it escapes, it'll just go back. When it escaped, the suppression work was executed on it. It transformed and became extremely hostile. So if I try to attack it after it escapes, it'll try to kill me. Which makes sense. Go work on it again. I want to learn more about it. This work is not doing as well as the last one.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It might escape, actually. The work result was bad. It's probably going to escape. Nope, it did not escape. That's dope.
How's Minecraft looking?
I think it just pulled up, but I'm going to read this last tip real quick. It roared and inflicted white damage to the entire department. To the entire department. The employee who were asleep because of the abnormality's light woke up and panicked when they heard the roar. And as I guessed, attachment is really good for it. Checking on Joe's thing. It's currently saying that it's pinging, but it says that I can't, no connection to it.
What happens if you just like click on it? Double click.
Joining world. Well, it lets me join.
You're in the swamp.
I am.
And you're in creative.
I see.
You're no longer operator.
What?
I have de-opt you.
Alright, get me out of creative.
There you
Alright.
go.
So let me join.
Okay. Great. The server works.
Dope. Back to playing my
Nice.
game that I'm streaming.
Successfully updated. Thank you.
Alright, here we go. Keep working with the sheep because I want to figure out more about it. Its eyes are two different colors. Okay, so nothing that I've discovered. Apparently all of its works are relatively okay. It doesn't really have a problem with anything. I'm waiting till I just accidentally pick an Aleph class and screw myself. Josh was watching me play when I was playing by myself earlier, actually, and it was funny because I accidentally picked an Aleph class, and I was able to figure out a bunch of the tips about it, and from what I could discern, there was just no way to avoid its negative effects. Okay, it does actually have a problem with repression, so don't try to repress it. In case anybody's wondering why I'm not working on the other things, it's because I'm trying to figure out about this one before moving the other ones. Ooh, and also I can do ordeals today, which is unfortunate.
I have no idea what that means.
So it means instead of just having meltdowns whenever I work with things too much, I can have, like, currently I'm working towards the Violet Dawn, which means it'll just spawn a bunch of abnormalities in my place and I have to kill them.
You should have come to the stream last night. It was really fun.
I was being forcefully brought to a Christmas party.
concert. Right?
No, I was at a Christmas party that I was forced to go to
Oh.
for 5 hours.
If it makes you feel any better, I accidentally was streaming a black screen for almost half an hour. It had my face cam, and it had all our audio, but there was no screen.
Alright. Gonna read the story of this abnormality real quick. So for some reason, this thing about the escape information of the abnormality staying on my screen. Okay, got rid of it. I desire to sleep forever. Do not wake me. An abnormality with a goat's fur and horns. It is not unique in regard of appearance aside from several eyes embedded on its body. Gaining information about this abnormality is deemed difficult due to its never-ending slumber. This report illustrates how abnormality Void Dream's ability to make people fall asleep affects employees. It seems we cannot utilize its ability to reduce mental damage of employees. Please read the following. Vincent, make it quick please. I need to sleep. Counselor, is it because of the abnormality? Vincent, yes, something that looks like a sheep passed before my eyes and I fell asleep. Since then I've been like this. Do you remember the dream you had back then? I will never forget that dream. Can you tell me about it as much as you can, please? It was a happy, that's all the words I need to describe the dream. I felt glad that I was working for this company. He, who I can't see anymore, was with me. I can't get a hold of myself after waking up because of that. I see. I've been hearing about you from other employees recently. They say all you do outside of working hours is sleeping. Can you tell me about it, please? Didn't you understand what I just said? I want to have that dream again. The dream where I was with him. Those happy moments. But I can't no matter how I sleep. I see. I'd like to advise you to take some rest in your room. Every employee who woke up after hearing that abnormality sound went mad. People think it's because they had a terrible nightmare, but it's actually the other way around. The waking reality was so terrible that the soul gave up the reality. You know, the time flows differently in a dream. A mere instant in reality equals eternity in dreams. If Void Dream puts me into sleep again, then I may have that wonderful dream again. I'll prescribe some medicine. You need to fall asleep. Please take some rest. Also, you are not allowed to enter the containment chambers. After the session, employee Vincent disobeyed the safety order and was found dead in Void Dream's containment chamber. A demon must change its form to deceive. A demon must show sweet dreams to deceive. A crack is caused in human minds when they're shown a dream that they were yearning for. A demon doesn't miss the chance and brings them to their doom. Don't say complicated things. Don't say such scary words. I want to give people happy dreams, the dreams that they want. Those who had my dreams always return to me, so close your eyes. In the dream, you brightly smiled, and we chatted so lively. In the waking world, I realized that you no longer existed, and I was as happy as I was happy. I forced myself to sleep, but every morning I realized that the world does not change. I think that's when my soul started to crumble. I've been only acting to look okay, while my soul is shattered into pieces since that day. My yearning for you has become too big. I can't go back to my old self again. Counseling, rest, all meaningless. I spent days agonizing until I came to realization. It baited me as a price of taking away my nightmares. It left me in the void to make me to return to it. Then I am lost to it. I don't want to know anything anymore. Please, eat my dreams. It's a rather long one. Okay, now I can go work on other abnormalities because I figured out everything about that one. It's a Teth class, so it's not too bad. I think I can avoid doing the dawn today, actually. Yeah, I think I'll be able to produce enough energy to just end the day before the dawn happens. Yeah, I will definitely be able to end the day before the dawn happens. That's nice. No, I don't have anything from the Dream Reader. I'll look at it. He's got a chicken as a weapon and a puffy jacket as a suit, which is not ideal. I'm glad that someone joined me, by the way. I was kind of worried that just nobody was going to join you. You're paying attention to your own thing, but it's okay. You're here. Alright, day 6 work complete. Alright, stat ups. Gotta love them. 100% survival rate. That's a lot better than my 40% survival rate from yesterday. Somewhere in the distance you hear seagulls. Good day today. Are you still shy today? She was so talkative before. In the end, loneliness was the only listener. Alright, so I know what 2 of these are. One of them requires constant attention. One of them requires focus. And the other one, I don't know what it is. I'm going to pick the one I don't know, because I don't like the other 2. The energy output is increasing. You proved that you are more than capable than you thought yourself. The high echelon is watching you. A, the founder, is among them. Do you know anything about A? He is a visionary, a farmer who sows seeds on virgin soil. He may want to see you in person soon. If that happens, you can make your dreams come true. Me? Of course I admire him. To be fair, he is the creator of me. He is also enigmatic. Only if you would understand him. In fact, understanding someone is difficult. Will the day come when I understand you completely? Manager, you represent the company. I think your outfit is not up for the company standard. I am only a Sapphira, so I can't do anything about it. Just saying. I am Yasad, the Sapphira of the information team. I am in charge of processing and archiving all the data of the company. We need to concentrate and focus on our job at all times. Like the curators of a library, a single mistake from us could cause a disaster. I am sure you'd understand the gravity of my work. Every bit of data we have cost us blood and lives. You should show some respect. I am a little allergic to revealing clothing. He's talking about how relevant all his work is, and then he's like, you should change your clothes. I hate revealing clothing. I don't know why or sense.
It is a very important job, like a librarian. If that librarian puts a book on the wrong shelf, the end of the world is nigh.
Change your clothes. I don't know why or since when, though. Probably before I got into the company. Yasad, do you have some spare paper? Who is this? Where did you come from? Well, I know who they are. They have a name tag, but why? Do you have some spare paper? Netzak, you know the rules. We're not supposed to trade stuff between teams. Pfft, Yasad the Viper is not in a good mood. I am leaving, okay? Why? Is this entertaining to you? My apologies. I overreacted a bit. Other Sapphiras are just making fun of me, but I know employees hate me. I know my nickname is not a positive one, but I like it because I earned it on purpose. It tells others who I am. What do you think of my nickname? I don't like it. Well, I like it anyway. I should go now. I must finish today's work. Oh, and I will send you the next assignment.
Ooh, I'm playing Terraria and I think I found a beehive.
One of the big ones?
I'm assuming.
The little ones are like background things that hang from the ceiling, so if it's made of blocks, probably.
It's not one of the background ceiling things. It's blocks of honey.
Yeah. Be careful. If you mine into it, you might accidentally spawn a boss.
I mean, I need to fight the boss.
Alright.
Although I don't have any healing potions, that might be a problem. Nah.
I'm gonna hire some employees to sacrifice to the thing again. Because I still really haven't figured out too much about it. Alright, starting the day. Alright, I'm gonna end this first recording. By first, I didn't mean first, but I mean whatever. Alright. Okay, this is the next episode. I've lost count already because that's how good I am at this. What the crap is this?
Oh, I fired off a random shot and I hit the thing that spawns the queen bee.
Yeah, I told you if you go into it, you're gonna accidentally spawn it.
I was just shooting off for light, and now she's here.
Alright, dope. Alright, let's throw some random employees to the wolves here real quick so I can learn more about this. I still don't even know what this is supposed to be, this new abnormality over here. It says free drink, but it looks like it's written in marker, and it's got, like, shrimp squids on either side of it. This abnormality is not affected by coop-off meltdown. Well, that's wonderful to know. I'm ever so glad that this random closet over here won't be affected by a coop-off meltdown.
I'm really not doing much damage to her.
Stand in the honey, you heal faster.
If I die... What?
You heal more in the honey.
Yeah, but she's also charging at me.
I'm
Is
8
it
seconds away.
If I die, will I be able to respawn her, or will I have to find a new hive?
You can craft her spawning item from the thing she drops, so if you don't kill her, you do have to find a new hive.
Shoot. I'm at 60 health. And she's at, like, a lot.
She doesn't have a second stage, if that makes you feel better.
I kinda wish she did have a second stage, because her first stage is being annoying.
He is. Okay, the last information that I just sacrificed someone for literally doesn't tell me anything. Okay, what should I do with this random vending machine? Let's do insight, because that seems like a good idea. Well, it's going well, so that's nice.
I died.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't tell you to do that. Okay, so I got a good work result with the thing, and the employee who was working with it immediately got a drink from the vending machine.
Alright, the next time I go into a beehive, I'm going to bring bombs and health potions.
Yeah. Upon completion of the work, the beverage can is discharged from the central vending machine. The type of beverage that is emitted seems to vary with the type of work. Test result WIA, red can drink is emitted. The person who ingests the beverage has a distinctive aroma and sweetness and is expressed as a feeling of heightened energy. Afterwards, the fitness of the subject was confirmed. Test result W2. The blue aluminum can contains an odorless liquid with strong carbonic acid. It has been shown to be effective in restoring mental strength. Test result W3W4. Appearance, composition, and taste are exactly the same as grape-flavored carbonated beverages of purple cans. We've found that the physical strength and mental strength of the person ingesting the drink recovered together. Okay. Is there anything it'll do to kill me, though? Is the real question. And why are there, like, squid shrimp next to it? Like, I don't understand their purpose.
Forget, did I tell you yet that I beat King Slime?
That you what?
King Slime?
You beat him?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the slime mount?
The slime what?
The slime mount?
No.
Unfortunate.
I got the grappling hook thingy.
That's good. Caution, when the mood of the vending machine is not good, do not take any drink from the vending machine. How do I know if the vending machine's mood is not good?
Alright, now that I've got that stuff, where are my bombs?
How the crap am I supposed to know what the mood of the vending machine is? I just don't even know what to say. It's got really bad armor. So the only way I'm going to be able to figure out what this, the only way I'm ever going to figure out how it does bad things is if I accidentally do a bad thing, because the translations are not good enough for me to understand. Abnormality name, open can of weld shears. Its ego weapon is also a gun? Yo, this luck though that I'm getting. What's working now? It's just him. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I do have to get the escape information. I don't want him to escape. I don't...
Let's go.
Are you leaving?
To go get a Christmas tree now.
Alright, I guess Joe's leaving.
I am not happy with this outcome.
What outcome?
Leaving to go get a Christmas tree.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Non-escaped object.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
Alright. Story. Oh my god, it's got a long story. Employee record. Have you guys been to Lobotomy meetup? I had to collect myself before bringing this up. I once attended some kind of ping pong group meetup, but there were no girls, so I just pulled out real quick, lol. Anyway, one day I saw an announcement for some weird group on the board. I got so interested so I contracted the group leader, and he introduced himself as OO from OO Sapphira. I asked if there were girls in the group, and he told me they have tons of female employees. Now it got me super interested, so I signed up for the upcoming meetup. So I was there with a name tag like everyone else. I saw like 3 people from HOD and 2 from NetZac. About 30 minutes later, the leader came in with dozens of cans of weld shears on a tray and gave one to each of us. I should have realized something was wrong when the can was already open. But I'm a sucker for soda, so I rammed it down my throat the moment he gave me the can. Now, after that, the leader told us it's time to move, and he rented a van for that. He's an awesome guy, I thought. I hopped into the van with the 2 employees from Horde and one of us from the same department as me. The leader said it's going to take about an hour, so just take a nap. So we did. The weird thing was, I went to sleep real fast. Like, the moment I closed my eyes, I became unconscious. I had insomnia, but for some reason I could sleep so fast. It was my biggest mistake. I don't know how much time passed since I had fell asleep. I heard a seagull from the distance. At first I thought it was someone's phone alarm, but then I heard wave. It sounded too real to be coming out of a phone, so I opened my eyes. I was on a goddamn boat. A boat. But there was a shrimp hopping and struggling to go back to the sea on the deck. It escaped from the net. The realization crushed me like a hammer, sending shivers on my spine. The group leader put me and other guys into sleep and sold us to fishing boats. I thought this must be a dream, but the shrimp hopping there was too real to be a dream. I saw people on the deck. They must be crews. Everyone was so bulky and muscular. I don't know why, but I had an impression if I say something wrong, they would strangle me back to sleep. Crews were about 10 people, including the captain, the boatswain, and the cook. They were looking at me and laughing. The guy who looked like captain walked towards me and asked about my heights and weights. I told him, when does the ship go to port? I asked him when does the ship go to port. He told me it's after a month, don't I dare run because they already made a deal with my people. I had no idea what my people is, but I was too scared to ask. I was just staring at nowhere, dumbfounded. Then the crews called me for a lunch. They were making some kind of red, spicy-looking soup with shrimp and clams and other seafood. They told me don't just stand there like I'm going to jump into the sea. I told them I'm not planning to. They just laughed, saying they didn't put sleeping pill in the soup, so just come here and have it. I had no other choice, so I just had it. It was actually good, though. As soon as we finished the lunch, they told me they were going to teach me how to adjust the ropes. I gave up at that point. All I could see over the sea line were the tiny islands on which no human being would survive. I had to endure this for a month until I get to the port. I learned how to adjust the ropes, how to pull fish trap up, and how to maintain fishing net while making coffee and seafood soup for the crews. I kept getting better and better at making that seafood soup. I swear I can open a restaurant with that. Later on, we went through a couple of typhoons. Me and them started forming some kind of bond, a companionship. 2 weeks later, just when I was starting to get bored to see whales, the captain told me I'm really good and asked me if I'm interested in officially working on the fishing boat. Now I was sure that I must have been fired from Lobotomy and worried about my life afterwards. So the offer interested me. What am I doing now? Well, I am living well with a solid position and pay. On the boat. A shot of vodka after hard working on the sea tastes like heaven. I'm at the port now, but I gotta take off soon to catch shrimps. No one knows what your future holds, huh? Sometimes I think about those other people at the meetup. I wouldn't want to know what happened to them, though. I'd just try to keep a positive mind, thinking they're doing just good like me. Oh, it's time to take off. See you all later. That literally is not a story at all about the abnormality. Like, it literally does not even, like, include the abnormality. Like, what? Okay. I guess. Sure. Go work with the bird. And you go work with that thing. You can go work with Void Dream. Get this energy up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid the dawn. Yeah, I will definitely be able to avoid the dawn. Gonna go work with Punishing Bird after healing up a small bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna work with 1.76 megahertz because I need that justice level. How's my stream time doing? Like 13 minutes, that's fine. For the recording, that is. Alright. Work completed for the day. Got some stat ups, that's dope. 50% survival rate. Whatever, that was a 10. Alright, day 8. Why is this one not have a number? It just says ball is awesome. But the curse continues, never removed. Sir, your angel is chewing on a body part of our colleague. I know what this one is, and in case you're wondering why it's in a circle box, the circle boxes represent abnormalities that were suggested by like Kickstarter backers when the game was on Kickstarter. People who like paid to help the game be made got to suggest abnormalities, and those abnormalities are in circle boxes. Yeah, I'm saying bald is awesome. Seems pretty awesome. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates is harvesting energy from an abnormality to meet quota, but they are facing certain death alongside doing it? It's a very basic question, and I'm sure you know the right answer. Get the energy, dude. Not the perfect answer I expected. The perfect answer would be harvest energy before situations like that can happen. Lobotomy is an industry giant, and its mission is top priority. You did listen to my words. I expect you to manage your subordinates in that attitude. Progression on the information team. Alright. Unknown abnormality. It's only mildly concerning. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna need more employees. So I guess yeah, I'm not planning on sacrificing him. I'll just spend a point on him. Alright. So let's just make sure everybody's got a nice suit. start the day. What is it? It looks like it's going to be a Zayn class. Everything's super cheap. Instinct. Okay, I was wondering, one of my employees has stubble. That's apparently the ego gift of this. Just brings it. Bad. Bad. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Do insight then, I guess. I'm gonna wait till you heal a little bit, because I don't want it to kill you. It's got really big VE boxes. Alright, it didn't eat him. You've got a bald is awesome beam because your hair is still silky. Unless employees with bald is awesome are working on bald is awesome, all other employees... Unless employees with the bald is awesome beam are working on the bald is awesome, all of the other employees' hair will fall out and become bald. That's just not even translated good enough that I can understand it. Go figure out what's going on with that again, because I legitimately just do not understand anything it's saying to me right now. Alright, dope. It's not too late. 30, 29, 28. Okay. Not too late for what? Well, I just got a perfect with insight, even though that's listed as very low. It doesn't seem bad. I think it might just, like, make employees bald, and if they're not bald, they get a bad work result with it, or something. Yeah. Yeah, everything's listed as very low. The next thing I do is going to trigger a Q-Puff meltdown. I guess I'll just have this low-leveled employee work with one sin to trigger the meltdown. Who's melting down? Of course, it's bald is awesome. I don't think I'm going to manage to avoid the dawn today, unfortunately. So you guys will get to see what a dawn does. I hope it's not the cheers for the start. The thing is just called You're Bald. Okay. Well, I guess you're bald. Yeah, it apparently just, like, makes the employee bald. It doesn't escape. And even though it's a Zayn class, it has a Teth class gun, which is interesting, actually. What's its story? It's relatively short. Warning, you have taken baldy bald mental damage. If this article is read by non-bald individual, they will have the privilege of getting bald. If you want to stop this from happening, you must be assigned to work on this abnormality. If you find more than 10 strands of hair on your pillow in the morning, it is recommended to read this article three or more times. Bill, I had an amazing dream today. What kind of dream? Did you win a lottery or something? Everyone here was bald. James, you, and everyone else in this facility. And maybe everyone outside of this facility. I think you've been stressed a lot recently. Why don't you take counseling? Employee Bill was sacrificed to the singing machine that day. Many employees mourned for him. Right after the incident, Abnormally Bald is Awesome has appeared. We all cherish memories of Bald Bill. If a person is contacted by this abnormality for 1 hour, they talk or write about how being bald is good, and eventually, they make themselves bald. If you're bald, you can save a lot of time because you don't have to wash or dry your hair anymore. If a bald employee is assigned to this employee, it will not show any reaction. You don't have to worry about balding if you are bald. On the other hand, if a hairy employee is assigned to the abnormality, they will start shaving their own hair. Bald people can reflect light on their smooth head and blind opponents. Isn't that amazing? The abnormality's final goal is to make every single human being on this earth bald. You don't need light bulbs if there are a lot of bald people around because lights reflect on their heads. You can save electricity bill. If hairy employees are not assigned to this abnormality regularly, its mood status will decrease. Do you know that nobles in middle-aged Europe were all bald? They changed their wig every day, and we added some new rules to the company code of behavior. Employee F, curs who mock their co-workers for being bald will be permanently banned from using lounge and joining company debate club. Why don't bald Barbies exist? Gourmet Club, Lovely Octopus, and Environmental Movement Club, we are worried about the decreasing number of bald eagle. The ban will be lifted if the employee's number of hair strand goes below 1. In memory of employee TH, who is taking anti-balding medicine next to me right now. If it's... What?
Basically just a lot of nonsense.
So...
Make all
That's interesting.
make all of your people bald.
There's not really any point in working with it aside from getting the weapons and stuff. Because it produces 6 energy if you get it perfect. Which is not really worthwhile. Punishing Bird's Cupoth counter is at 1. Which is not ideal. There is no way to make the Cupoth counter go back up. Except for it escaping. So I guess we're gonna find out what it does when it escapes. Yeah, definitely gonna have to deal with the dog. Gonna go send a low-leveled employee to deal with this. Of course, it's cheers for this one. Punishing Bird is escaping. You suppress it. This one needs to get suppressed by these guys. Don't attack the punishing bird. Void Dream escaped, which is not ideal. In all reality, none of what's happening right now is ideal. Yeah. Let me pause the game. Alright, this guy's not doing... Everything is going to shit. Everything is escaping. This is not ideal. I need to get a good result to fix this, but they're busy suppressing things. Okay. I need someone to go fix this. And I need... Yeah, you can try to fix that. Alright, so I fixed that. Alright, Void Dream is still escaped. The bird went back to his little place. Void Dream went back to his hole. Yeah, go. Are those gonna go away now? No, it's still spreading. Why is it still spreading? Go try to solve that. I would prefer it if my entire facility wasn't dying. Yeah, like why is it just still spreading? I guess I just have to get its Q-pop counter back to maximum again. That's like really obnoxious. Yeah. Well, it doesn't say that it'll go away. Technically, it does just say that it keeps spreading until his Q-buff counter is recovered. So I am going to try just one more time, get it up to max that it normally is at, and if it doesn't start going away, I'm just going to accept that That's what happens. Yeah, I can't just end the day. It is a thing I can do. Oh no, when his cube off counter goes to max, it just all disappears again. Which is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna end this recording here even though I haven't picked the next abnormality yet. Because it's at like 30 minutes because I was trying to fix that whole nonsense issue. But I did get some stat ups, which is nice. Yeah, see you in the next one. Okay, it's the next one. Welcome back. The reason I think it's funny is because it's like immediately afterwards for me. I literally hit stop recording and then hit start recording.
If you're on stream, you
It's been like 3 seconds. This portrait captures a moment. It is what we must lose.
no, that one sucks.
It's not what you think it is. Oh wait, it might be actually. It literally becomes the safest place on Earth. Many of those who underwent an operation in the machine have found rest and become healthy again. Well, I like this one. Being healthy. Manager, I want you to choose one among the alphabet, A, B, and C. B, because it's middle. Did you pick one? Good, then listen carefully. People who chose B are detail-oriented, rational, and realistic. Some may even be materialistic, but your traits will lead you to success. I don't like the letter B very much. It's a new pastime among the employees, but I find it uninteresting. No scientific observations, it's just good for passing time. One could also imagine, I could have been this or that kind of person if I were human. Was that too far? What are you even saying to me? So one thing I'm looking forward to getting is I actually want to complete the information team mission. I'm gonna do that because that'll let me see like the health of my employees, which is ideal. So Ryuki, you have good stats, so I'm gonna put you down here. You were the one with the high justice level. Yeah. I will hire a new generic employee and get Jacob's stats to generic good. Alright, start. It's a machine. It's a time use. Go use it. No. I'm gonna send a higher level person in there. I can just reset the day if it's a problem. Alright, it ended up on yes. Don't know what that means. An employee using the machinery will experience an increase in all stats. Cool. Whoa. That employee's stats are ridiculously high. Go use it again. I just want to figure out what's up with it. I'm gonna repeatedly end it on yes really early. You must be happy. Okay. Well, ideally, if I keep using it on... Oh, their stats went back to normal. I am gonna have someone on the control. That's not what I meant to. That's not who I meant to pick. I accidentally just clicked on him. You know, this is weird. What happens if I just have someone come down here and just sit in it? Um, the amount of rising stat becomes higher the longer the machinery is used. Um, um, go back in. And it puts her back at normal stats. That's interesting. So it is comforting to know I can put them back at normal stats. Yeah, this first area is actually a lot more dangerous than the second area right now. Void Dream, I'll have... Who's better at attachment right now? Who's better at... Well, it's high either way, and I want you to get attachment stat ups. Bird, who do I want to stat up? Insight. Really, anybody getting insight stat ups is ideal. And I would like someone to get justice stat ups. What? So, I will discover more about this just later when I'm not being lazy. Yeah, I was using you because I wanted to stat up. Alright, and I have a mission, complete instinct work 4 times for the information team. And like I said, I want to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have the information team come up and do instinct on Onsen, because he just doesn't care what you do to him, really. And I can do that like 4 times. Yeah, I'm aware. In one thing, I'm going to cause a meltdown. So let's just get ready to pause and see who's going to melt down. It's Void Dream. Alright. You. Alright, that's cool. Actually, do you like instinct? No, you like insight. Yeah, I'm just gonna have the information team people go up and do instinct on Void Dream. Not Void Dream, Onsen. Yeah. So let's go see. It was instinct, I believe. Control team. Yeah. Yeah, it is instinct that I have to do. I don't have a camera. Alright. Alright. Just keep doing instinct work on him, because the goal is to just get 4 instinct works in. It doesn't even matter how they end up doing. I just need to do them. That'll complete the mission. And also, working with him over and over again, I can keep getting these seeds and stuff. Yeah. No, I'll complete the mission one before causing a dawn. I know I won't have enough. I'll have to deal with the dawn. Yeah. So I will have completed that mission. I have another mission to do cube off meltdown stuff, like complete work during a cube off meltdown. So I guess I could just keep like progressing today for a while and do more and more cube off meltdown things. So I'm gonna go make you do this and Fruit of Understanding. I actually prefer this to like anything else this could be. Like this one is relatively simple to deal with. This guy can get dealt with. I don't know how much health the damage at, so I might have to. Yeah, nobody died. Alright. In one more like bar full, I'll get 3 cube off meltdowns. So I guess gonna trigger that. Gonna get you to go do that. Gonna get you. Yeah, I was gonna send you to go do that. Send you to go do that. Void Dream, I have a lot of boxes for you and haven't gotten your thing. I have all your things. Yeah, alright. Attachment with... I keep forgetting who I was going to do for it. I'm going to do this person. Yeah, and then one more thing will trigger some meltdowns, and that'll be cool. So, yeah. I've completed the work by technicality. Who's melting down? You I can deal with. You I can deal with. Just send the bald employee. And I want them to get stat ups in repression, and it doesn't matter what you use for him. And I can go work over here. The only thing I have to pay attention to is this one. Because I have to properly know this thing. Alright. Okay, and I want to get the Cupov Meltdown Containment Unit thing mission done. So I'm just going to fill this bar another time. It'll be great. Attachment on... Yeah, attachment on Void Dream. Instinct on the bird. And repression. I was using the same person for... anyway, this person's Cupov counter is down at 1, so I don't really want to mess with it now anyways. I just kind of want to trigger the meltdown. So I'll just go work with random things because I don't really care right now what is going on. Just go do stuff. Trigger a meltdown. Okay, I'm one away from the meltdown. I'll just trigger that with once in. Hope Punishing Bird doesn't choose to escape. And then when I finish everything with the meltdown. Alright, is everybody at full health and stuff? Yeah. So, I'll just go deal with that. If Punishing Bird escapes, oh well. Okay. The meltdown is happening. You work over there. You work over there. You work over there. Then I have to wait on one sin. Yeah. Okay, so I have all of Onsen's ego suits and stuff. I have all those ego suits. He only has one, and I know I have it. I don't have yours, but I don't particularly care about yours because it's kind of. No, I didn't want to work with you. I'm just checking everybody's things, see what I can just so happen to get. You get a gun, that's good. And I can finish the day because I completed both the missions. 100% survival rating. Some solid stat ups. And I won't get to choose one for today because... Manager, what's wrong? Why are you like this? Ah, I see. Will you wait for a moment? If you can't bear it, you can close your eyes. I solved it. There was a system error. It shouldn't be so easily compromised. It was a technology developed during the war, now widely used for commercial purposes. It's not that elaborated one. The human brain is fragile. Seeing a cruel or shocking sight may unintentionally shut down the brain functions a while. And if a manager like you suffers such a reaction, it will be difficult for me. So I installed a perception filter in your display. When this perception filter works well, the dead employees will look like cute dolls with red paints, and abnormalities which could damage your SP would be seen as adorable toys. Trust me, before the perception filter has been installed, lots of managers lost their sanity on that seat. I can't let you join them. Let me be honest, Malkuth. You can't suppress the ordeals with the employees you have. Trust me, I am from the information team. If you do it yourself, there will be too much mental damage to the employees. But Yasad, what we need to think about is the mortality rate of the employees and the possibilities of abnormalities escaping. Malkuth, Angela said 1 crazy employee will kill 10 others. I am the Sapphire of the control team. I might make outrageous mistakes in other aspects, but this I know better than anyone else. I know how to treat employees before they go crazy. I have an action guide for it. Honestly, I might be the only one who follows the action guide. Tell me if you need it. I can always share it with you. I'm okay, but that action guide. I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means death. To be in the control team means to be better than everyone else. Please say something, manager. Weren't you watching what happened to the weak employees? Would you guys please say something? Well, thank you very much, so much for visiting me. I was so happy. Let's meet up again next time with the Upper Sapphires. I will let them know. Warn me next time. The mental corruption of the control team employees exceeded the maximum limit. What did the other Sapphires do in the meantime? The control team failed to handle ordeals. To get more employees to stop the ordeals, I will ask other departments for support. Alright. You exceeded all my expectations. Let me explain about your next... Yasad, I heard about the accident. How many times is it? Shouldn't you be with your team members? Accidents do happen. I don't want to rub it in. It only encourages them to cry more. But people are dead. You should say something. Even a half-hearted commemorating speech would do better than silence. I am not you. I see no point in being sentimental. I am too good to be shackled by cheap emotions. Well, I'm just saying, I guess there's no right answer. See you around. What do you think? Should I go comfort them? Yeah, go comfort the things. Honestly, I am surprised to hear that from you. You make a speech every time there's an accident. You don't you just watch them shred in pieces in your shiny monitor every day? I will blame your inexperience, manager. Sympathy does no good in the company. Screw you, Todd. You know? That's all I have to say about that. Okay, so no new abnormalities today, which is solid. That's the only one there. So, okay, output HP UI. The other options were, I forget what the third one was, but the second one was output damage UI. And yeah, it'd be nice to see how much damage things are doing. But in all reality, I'd like to just see the, like the actual health that they have, so I know when I need to remove them from the situation. Gabriella, you're an employee that I don't care about, so that you can go down there and just sit in the no thing forever so I can learn everything about it. Sound solid? Okay, good, because it is. You have pretty solid stats. You have acceptable stats. You have acceptable stats. You have acceptable stats. I'll just let that chill as is. Egoless. Gabriella, you can have this thing right here. Because it's just a chicken and I don't really care. You can have you know, you can go ahead and have. Oh, you can only bald people can be given this weapon down here. That's amusing. I guess you can also have that. It's really slow. So I don't want things that are weak to either red or white damage, because those are just the kinds of damage that things do at this point in the game. I do have a couple abnormalities that do, I think one abnormality actually that does black damage, but that's fine. Alright, start the day. You, just gonna send someone down there to just chill in that forever. And by forever, I mean like 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's just see what happens here. And I'm thinking I'm gonna end the video like this recording as soon as I learn about this. So, just sitting here, letting this spin forever. Yep. Real interesting. Be sure to stop the machinery only when the yes is displayed at the top. If usage is stopped while in the no state, all stats will drop as much as they increase. Can't really control whether it stops in the no or the yes stage at this point because it's been going for so long. But it's just super stupid fast. Increased stats will return to normal the next day. However, employees who have gained more than a 200 stat increase due to the target's influence vanish the next day. So if you get a ridiculous stat increase, the employee will vanish the next day because that's just absurd. Warning, there has been an incident where an employee who used the target for at least 5 times exploded on the spot. So don't just keep sending them in and taking them out. So your stats are currently probably rubbish. Well, it can't decrease her stats too much, so her stats are actually fine. But yeah, gonna end this recording and start a new one. Here we are. It's the next recording. Dope. Things are going great. So, really what I'm just trying to do at this point is gain energy, because there's nothing really to be there's nothing to really do at this point in time, because I'm not having to discover anything. I just have to work on things. Stat ups with different employees. I'm already sending some in there. That's nice. Yeah. All right. So now that I've sent everybody to just get at least a little bit of a stat up, I'm going to only use the Teth class abnormalities so that I can increase, like I said, just get energy. Insight, I'm sending you to get insight. Sending you to get repression. And then whatever the next thing is going to trigger a dawn, which is not ideal, but I guess whatever. Why are you doing so bad? Alright, next thing is going to trigger a dawn. So, but yeah, look, I actually have health bars and sanity bars now for all the employees. And I believe it gives me health bars for abnormalities that escape as well. But, yeah. Doubt. This one's fine, actually. Gotta suppress this guy. There it is. Data. Give me data on the stream in the YouTube. It doesn't say no connection. It says warning, resolution is low. Well, I'm glad that gets to be a 3-minute segment of my video. Yeah. Dope. But it is back to existing. Alright. I think everything is back to being a thing. Alright, I am an insider who knows a lot about the company. Please understand that I cannot reveal my identity. I will tell you the truth about that the company wants to hide. Why do you think you were hired by the company? Let me rephrase my question. Are you satisfied with your job here? Entirely. 100%. Is it? Well, I can't judge whether you're telling the truth. You're a manager, but you don't actually know much about the company. Am I wrong? I will make it as short as I can. Contacting someone for a long period is dangerous in any case. Zoo. Oz. Oz is an imaginary place. It doesn't count. Oops, I didn't know you were there, Sapphira. Sorry, I didn't mean to. He insisted. What? You started it, you wanted revenge, remember? Shut it, Dirk. Go back to your work now. Of course, Sapphira, we're sorry. Word chain is one of the most popular pastimes here. Do you like the game? Yasad ponders. James, you can't enter the cell when your stress level is above 80%. It's against the rules. I know, just this once, please. You know Sally went in at 82% and came out fine. I need this run to meet the quota. What are friends for, huh? You know I am on your side no matter what. I promise you, just this once. You know, I'm not in the position to make exceptions. What's the problem if no one knows? Besides, I gave you some slack yesterday when we were playing word chain. Fine, but only this once. And make sure to take the examination after work. Sure, thanks, Yasad. You just saved my life. Sometimes I see hallucinations when I change my clothes. My skin is covered with festering boils. Horrible. Of course, my body is fine when I open my eyes. What bothers me is not the hallucination itself. It's that feeling, that the hallucination is real and that I am deluding myself into believing I have normal skin. I asked other survivors, but I'm the only one who experiences this. Alright. I can unlock the training team or the security team. I prefer the training team. And so when I was playing through this by myself, I unlocked the training team, and then the next day unlocked the security team. But that just makes the abnormalities weirdly spread themselves amongst the facility. So I'm thinking that I'm going to instead do it normally. Yeah. That's all I really have to say there. So you can go up there. You can come over here. Actually, are you the one I had working with Temperance? Yeah, you're the one I had dealing with that over there. You need higher stats. Yeah, that was an expensive upgrade, but I feel it was necessary. Alright, ego list. I didn't hire anybody new, I don't think. Sanchez, you should have a gun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Don't even know what to say to that. Let's figure out what's a good idea. Okay, he makes really unnerving noises. No, he's not doing that much damage. He's just... Is he gonna do something because I got a normal result? I do not like his sounds. Go work with him again. I need more for everything. Seriously, just his sounds are unnerving me. Like, I don't like it. Pausing it because I don't actually know if he does something. If the work result is bad, Cube-off counter decreases. Cool. Okay, it has a common result unless you have level 1 or 2 instinct. Okay, so unless I get a bad work result, his Cube-off counter should stay the same. So, yeah. Don't get a bad result. Stop it. Stop. Alright. Don't know what his Cube-off counter is going to do. I get the feeling he's gonna escape. He is interesting.
I have no clue what that is.
Everybody who I'm confident in not dying should go get him. Nobody died. Except for him. Alright. I need more information. I would like to not get a bad result again, please. He's just really unnervingly breathing. I need to complete attachment work, so I might as well do some attachment. Really? I have 11 boxes for him now, and I need 12 to. All right. So we are back. Okay, I'm just gonna end this recording here. And I'll just start the next one right away. Alright, here we are. Back at it again. Okay, hopefully it doesn't just die again. Don't do that. Okay, that's a normal result. That's good. Escape information. It's a pretty solid weapon, I feel. He doesn't have any real strengths in terms of damage. He just takes damage pretty solidly. Alright. An abnormality that screams profanities and insults due to the brain damage caused by excessive rage. There's always a wound on his forehead that never seems to heal. He hates everything and everyone. He wears a straitjacket, but he is as free as anyone, and no amount of chains and restraints are enough to stop him from committing violence. He always had to wear a straitjacket. Some say he was a death row prisoner from a federal prison. The researchers were always cautious while near him. They felt that the straitjacket could not contain him. They wanted to study a killer's brain to prove that innate evil existed. It was difficult to determine who was worse, a man who murdered the innocent or researchers who wanted to open up that brain to satiate their curiosity. A wide range of medicine and chemicals were injected. Some of them were used for the sake of humanity's future, while others were for new medical techniques. They all had potential of changing the world. They were excited. Although they did not openly express excitement, it was almost palpable. They said they found a cure, but only they knew what it cured. The prisoner spoke less and less. His aggressiveness was suppressed, but at the same time he lost himself. After an extensive review, he was allowed to take off his straitjacket. I think my head is turning into metal. I sometimes hear metallic creaks in my head. As the days passed by, he started inflicting self-harm. He hit his head on the wall or hard surfaces, and he instead insisted on checking if his head was turned into metal. One day, they decided to leave him be in the hopes that he would stop once he saw his own blood dripping. However, even with the blood pouring down his face, he did not stop until his wound was so deep the white of his skull was peeking through. He had to wear a straitjacket again, but he was no longer feared or monitored like before. A researcher died. It would have been difficult to identify him without the ID card since his face caved in. The lax security meant that the door was often left unlocked or unattended. The prisoner that everyone believed to be confined started moving around on his knees. I felt my head turning into metal. The grooves in my brain is becoming as sleek as metal. He started to repeatedly utter strange words, and his final procedure was taken in place. Treatment was halted, and his brain was used for research. How do I know? I sedated him myself. He kept muttering nonsense until the end. Ends begins, it's over. Okay, interesting. I don't know what he is. He can chill over here. We'll pretend he's not there. And we can, you go over there, have you go over there. And yeah, it'll be all kinds of great. So I have half the energy I need. Dope. So I'm glad he wasn't, like, really powerful. He was definitely the weakest of the three, because one of them was a VOV and one of them was an HE, I believe. So, low-key kinda glad that I chose him.
Drinking more, we're just trying to get
I mean, to progress the game, really, HEs, VOVs, and even Aleph at some point are kind of required to progress. But, like, for right now, I am completely fine just having these guys to deal with. A dawn is gonna happen. I'm gonna let the person who just dealt with Punishing Bird heal up a bit. And then I can let this person go deal with one sin to trigger the dawn. Fruit of Understanding. Good actually. That's solid. You, I believe, capable of dealing with that on your own. You, I'll keep an eye on. And you guys combined should be able to deal with that. Yeah, you're definitely going to be able to deal with that. So one of them up there is dead. Okay, that person almost died, but they didn't, so it's fine. Dope. Yeah. And I can easily end the day now, pretty shortly. Actually, everybody's really low on health. I need to speed up time a bit so I can send you over to do insight, send you over to do repression, and that should be more than enough. I don't understand the point of this one. Because, like, the only thing beneficial it does is gives energy. But not that much. So, like, I just don't understand why it would be useful. That's a solid stat up there. That's a solid stat up there. Yeah, these are some solid stat ups. Picking another abnormality. Good today. Are you still good day today? Are you still shy today? This is the one I keep getting that I keep saying takes a lot of attention. Someone's persistent gaze can be felt from the keyhole inside the machine. Its very first memory starts from a warm hug. Persistent gaze. warm hug. What do you think of the Saphiras? Don't you find them somewhat lacking? It's your liberty to disregard their words, but please be kind to them. It's something we must do if we want to advance the department. I don't have any serious conversation with them. They don't feel comfortable because I'm a superior being. They could do nothing about it even if they're secretly jealous of for it. After all, I am the most advanced AI in the company. James purposefully released 2 abnormalities that eventually killed 7 people. Lost the abnormalities and 4 employees. I ordered to shoot James. I shot down James. I know what kind of place we're working in. I am not sorry for the fact that I was unable to stop him. I am sorry for the fact that I knew him personally. I let my subordinates exploit me. The chat, the game, all fun. And James was a good joker. Playing Word Chain was fun too. James died because I was weak. I promised myself not to repeat this error on that day. Manager, this is Lobotomy Corporation. We see body bags every day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you will want to have friends. When you feel lonely, remember what happened to me. You will be able to get over meaningless deaths. I envy Angela. She doesn't have feelings. People say I'm too rational. They say I am cold-blooded, calculating, and devoid of emotions. I take them as compliments. I am not in denial, you know. Whoever built this place is a cruel person. Sometimes I want to be an AI without emotion. Sympathy clouds your judgment. You are bound to make mistakes. Why would anybody place AI with emotion in this cruel facility? Do you know the answer? Oh, hi. You're not angry, are you? I'm Hod from the training team. Accidents happen in the company. Angela said that approximately 40% of those accidents could be prevented if the employees showed more initiative. So it's my job to provide employees with work manual and training, to reduce the number of accidents and transfers. Well, I'm not perfect, but I won't disappoint you. Actually, I'm trying out new programs these days. Well, I don't know if any of them would work, but... Oh, you want to know more about them? As you know, the company is quite demanding. Despite regular checkups, many employees lose sanity. I know how it is to I don't interact with the abnormalities myself, but I know how it feels to lose oneself. Well, I'm not sure if my new program proves to be useful. One can only hope. Thank you, ma'am. I feel so much better now. It looks like the horrible thoughts are gone. You solved the problem yourself. I only showed you where to start. I mean it. I would probably have committed suicide by now if it weren't for you. Anyways, you saved my life. I'm glad to have you as my Saphira. You are really a good person. Thank you, Tiffany. I am glad to see you're getting better. I hear you are transferring to a different team. I hope you'll do well there. Don't forget the conversations we had. Of course, ma'am. Did you see my program is really working? I want to help out as many of them as possible. I'm saving others' lives. Promote 2 employees. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to keep focused on the training team so that I can consistently keep track of where things end up going. Yeah. This is my only choice, so there we go. Yeah, I would say I should... I don't know, people are getting better setups up here, I feel. I do want to provide this person with some help. So... take some better stats, and I suppose I should give you... I can't even afford something else for you. So, yep. I didn't hire anybody new, did I? 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Yeah. Starting day 12. It's a bear. A teddy bear. And with that, I'm gonna... No, I'm not. I'm joking. I'm looking at both the stream time and the recording time. And the stream time, because I had to reset it in the middle because of internet connection errors and stuff. There was an issue with it. Yeah, there was just... I had to restart it. It's a teddy bear, so obviously we should use attachment, right? Let's see, what did the hint say about it? Yui died of asphyxiation after attempting to work on it multiple times in a row. Okay, don't send the same person in. Yeah. So don't send the same person in multiple times in a row. I'm glad I put someone else in this department then. I am aware. Victor was found in its arms with a broken neck. It is believed that visiting its containment unit several times is to be the cause of this unfortunate incident, referred to old letter with the return stamp. So hold up, if I send the first person back in, is it gonna kill them? I can reset the day if it does. Nope, didn't kill them, so that's nice. Always love it when that happens. So it's higher the lower if I have a lower level of attachment. Who did I just send in? I started with bald, went to the other person, went to... Okay, so yeah. Okay, this abnormality is scary now because I have to be paying real close attention to who I'm sending in. Yeah. So that's... Don't send someone in multiple times in a row. That would be bad. Yeah, I hope it doesn't escape either. Yeah. As soon as I get all the information about this person, I am going to stop using them because this is nerve-wracking. I keep thinking I'm gonna send in the wrong person, and that they're just gonna die. Happy Teddy Bear. It's an HE class. Ooh. So it's tempting to actually keep using them because they will have the highest energy output, I think, of anything I have currently. It doesn't have that good of an armor. Okay, so 5, so it's the second person. Alright, so this is by technicality the strongest one we have in the facility right now. So, extra caution should be taken with this, because it could result poorly. Okay, gonna go trigger a meltdown real quick. It'll be fine. Yeah. He's melting down. Just Void Dream. Did I ever finish Void Dream's tips? I did. I'm gonna go send them back up to work with it because I haven't unlocked its escape information and I am intrigued to see if it's gonna escape. Actually, no, it won't because it has an X. It doesn't have a cube off counter. Actually, that's not necessarily true. It could still escape even if it doesn't have a cube off counter. Okay, non-escaped object. It doesn't escape. Alright. Story. An abnormality that resembles a large raggedy teddy bear. It's missing some fur and only has one eye. Judging from the name written on the worn ribbon around its neck, its former owner must have loved the bear. The ribbon is too tattered to make out the name, and it seems that the bear knows it has been abandoned and it looks dejected. Counseling log. Employee. I was on night patrol duty. The teddy bear didn't require much attention. It was harmless most of the time. I simply looked inside the containment unit to check on it. It was hugging someone. At first I thought Redacted was working late, but something was off. I yelled at Redacted to take a break. I went inside the containment unit, but Redacted didn't answer. I pressed the emergency button and called in reinforcement. Redacted had been dead for 8 hours. And for all that time, from the moment the workday started until I found them, the bear hugged Redacted. Old letter with a return stamp. Remember Article 3 in the employee manual? Do not be attached to the abnormalities? I couldn't understand what that meant at first. Do you think empathizing with those monsters is even possible? Hey, they really are monsters, you know. It's okay to call them that when it's just you and me. Happy Teddy Bear is your second abnormality, right? You must have thought not all abnormalities are monsters after looking at it. An abandoned teddy bear may even have stirred up some long-lost memory of yours. Hey, I understand that. Anyway, it seems Teddy liked your hug. Yup, it produced more energy when you were around. And then they put you in charge of the bear, right? You must have felt some kind of responsibility for it, didn't you? I became worried as the time you spent in its containment unit increased. To me, it looked like you were doing charity work for an orphanage. It seemed the bear thought you were its new owner. Maybe you'd be happy to hear that. But it never want to be separated from its owner again. I know you probably promised it that you'd return, but it didn't understand. It can't understand. I heard you miraculously survived the ordeal, and they spent an hour separating you from its deadly embrace. Even if the others forgot about you, I promise that I will always remember you. I wish you well. K.H. Don't know who that is. Alright. So, cool. It's a teddy bear. Dope. So, gonna go do work with that, do work with that, do work with that. And who was the last person I sent in here? Okay, gonna ignore that then for now. If I can't remember, I'm just not gonna send something. Because it's not worth losing someone over my awful memory. Gonna trigger a dawn with the next thing I do. So I have to be paying attention to that. What do you mean? Where? Yeah, there's the recording, and then there's... Yeah. So... This... They both have the same stats. Alright. Okay, so now that my stream has decided to come back, sorry, I had to leave for a second to go carry a tree. Yeah, I'm very out of breath. Alright, so I just cut out like a 4-minute segment because most of it was me carrying a tree. So I apologize if I'm out of breath. Give me the phone. Sorry guys. Just busy doing various things. Yeah. Parents keep texting me asking me for things. Okay. I'm gonna click through this. I'm too out of breath really to read it at the moment. So I'm just gonna leave everything on screen for a little bit longer. Yeah, my mom was like, we're gonna move this potted tree thing up to my room, so it needs to get carried upstairs. But it's really big and we can't really carry it side by side up the stairs together. So I was like, okay, I'll just carry it. It's a lot heavier than I thought it was. Yeah. Alright. Investing in training team. I'm gonna give a couple stat ups to him so that he can properly exist. You can have that stat up. Alright. What even is this?
Is that a reindeer
Let's see how attachment works out. Speed up time. If it doesn't work well, I can just reset the day. And it seems like it's not working well. But luckily it's not going to kill the employee, I just don't know if it's going to escape or something. Alright. Cube off counter has a chance to go down if the result is normal. Try instinct. Instinct is working better. Actually, no, it's not. Well, it's working better, but like probably just by luck. I don't think it's actually better. What's it gonna do? it escaped. So let me see how that's. Okay, when the work result is bad, it will go down. It'll deal white damage. It'll slowly roam the facility, dealing white damage to employees. Cool. Can I take it down? Is there any chance I'm strong enough to take it down? Absolutely not. It is kind of destroying me. Alright. Reset. Retry. First time I've had to do that. Actually, I don't think that's true. It's the first time I remember having to do that. Let's try. Attempted fixing is going okay. I don't know why stuff keeps dying. But if you're interested, watch the actual videos as to what's happening, because those don't go down every time my internet disconnects. So the actual videos should be very together and good. Yeah. That's all I really have to say about that. Just trying to gain information about this thing, because I don't really know anything about it. Rudolta, it's an HE class. Well, I could have guessed that. It is very good against, the armor that it gives is very good against white damage. Which is interesting, I suppose. I keep checking over on everything in the stream because I don't want it to just start dying like it's been doing. Alright, escape information. It normally has a cube-off counter of 2. It takes like no white damage, and it takes bonus red damage. Alright. That's what we get to deal with. It's wonderful. Gonna give it... I should probably read its story. Gonna watch what's going on with you though, real quick. I wish I could get some better HE classes, because these ones are they both suck. There's an old card attached to it. Merry Christmas. Santa rushes along the night sky to deliver presents to happy kids who don't cry. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer shines a light through the night fog while tugging a sleigh full of presents. All the happy kids in the world deserve a present. Looking from afar, it resembles Santa Claus riding a sleigh, but upon closer inspection, this anomaly is totally different from the fairy tale. Contrary to popular character, the sleigh drags it. We observe the abnormality from 3 different points. Rudolph, a horse-like organic entity in the colors of green, red, and white. Its muscles do not seem to move, but many employees report the movement of its eyes, and some say that they've even made eye contact with it. There's a hole about 30 centimeter diameter on its belly. Armed employees later reported the hole was empty. Santa, a mysterious, transparent, organic entity on top of Rudolph. It shows full of what seems to be organs. All organs seem to be functioning normally. Sleigh. Its size is similar to that of a child's. The plating looks like organic skin, and there are white blades attached at the bottom. The accessories of the sleigh are replaced by stiff, severed hands. Unknown objects are carefully wrapped into gifts. Many employees tried to open the gifts but failed. Rumors that have it that the gifts can only be opened on Christmas. All three are crudely sewn together. Doctor, I'm guessing redacted, suggests that all three may be made from a single body. Whoever made this must have had a great hatred against Christmas, or never saw Santa Claus. Interesting. I don't like it. No, it's just that simple. Don't like it. Don't want it. Don't need it. I'm gonna trigger a thing to happen, and that'll be fantastic. Okay. 2 meltdowns. Bald. OBS reconnection successful. Everything appears to have reconnected. Which is good. Let's get some insight work from you. Some attachment work from... I know. Because these... Punishing Bird has escaped. Whatever. Punishing Bird does that all the time. Just gonna let it happen. Yeah. Please tell me that my stream and Discord are all still fine. They appear to be. Good. Ideally, I can get all of the work in for today. Before having to deal with the dawn, but I doubt it. I think I'm gonna have to deal with the dawn. But you know, it's fine. You're going to be alright, boys. Employee Max did attachment work, so don't do Max again. The bird is attacking my people, but that's fine. Go back to your containment unit. Silly little bird. It went back to containment, which is good. Alright. So I am gonna trigger a dawn. But if I do it with someone who will produce 7 PE boxes, then I can ignore the dawn? Let's see. What's this one? That's fine. Just go take care of it. go also take care of it. Yeah. I just ignore that. Alright. Level up, prudent. Yeah, couple solid stat ups. And now I'm going to get another abnormality. And then I'll stop this recording real quick. Alright. Come on. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to end the stream here because this nonsense just keeps occurring. So, yeah. Because I'm currently at 3.5 hours of stream. I think it's a solid time to end this. I'll upload the videos as I get to it. But yeah, this is going to be over now. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you all have a great day. Get.